Hey guys, remember me? Today I'm on ArcGIS Pro. I am currently making a scenario called the Tornado Super Outbreak. Fake. Right now I'm not doing the radar, but right now I'm doing SPC outlooks. So if you see right If you see right now, that list is under extreme risk. And there's the high risk, the moderate, which doesn't look like moderate right now. There are more moderates. And module, enhanced, CSTN. And it is completed, so this is going to be a short video. But as you can see, poor Canada over here has some risk. For example, Calgary. I can't say words today. Over here, for example, piano. It is under enhanced list. Hopefully that doesn't get any worse. Spoiler alert, it will. And we'll just have the biggest tornado ever. And record. Spoiler alert, it does. But that happens the next day, June 2nd, not June 1st. As it is right now. You know the Dallas tornado, everyone thought that would happen. Well, it's gonna happen on this one. Extreme risk over here. And if you can't already tell, this is a distorted Pac-Man. That's green under a white line, boop, white line, and here's a part of its cover. Waka waka, waka waka waka, waka 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 waka. And as you can see over here, thunderstorm. There's a lot of thunderstorm risk, but then again, the thunderstorm risk are mostly split when they should be just connected together. Why? I will say why. Why? Because the storm is broken up into two parts. The cold front part, which is how the storm started at. In the first place, two cold fronts meet with a subtropical system with a 150 mile per hour jet stream. So it's the cold front part, the jet stream part, and the subtropical part. They're all connected together since they're feeding each other. So yeah, that's why the subtropical system, which is always there, still got moderate risk. But the systems over here that didn't die yet, there's actually a line of thunderstorms over here. Line of thunderstorms over here. And switches to Nebraska. and that line feeds this decaying storm that's now starting to glow again, which makes its own line right over here into Meadow Lake. And there's a developing line right over here next to Calgary. And over here there's another developing line over here. Whoa. If you saw my rocks, maybe sand, and a decaying line over here. It stretches to Colorado to the Red Hills. And on SPC's day 7 fell outlook there, which is well, and day 2's outlook, which haven't really changed it at all, because the storm moves very slow and very fast. It's gonna last from May 30th to June 4th. The first super outbreak that's not in April. Yes, I do have new glasses. Anyways, and storm conditions and storm conditions and just day 2 as outlook was being made. A new line is forming over here next to Dallas. And stretches to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah, I guess Oklahoma. Yeah, Oklahoma. Looking into the future. This is day 7th SPC outlook for June 1st. A new line would be developing off the Ohio River, as well as this line stretching over here. Starting to go into a circular motion, basically the subtropical that mixed up with the line as it was decaying. So, and that equals there's a high risk over Houston, a stream risk over Texas, over Austin. Well, that's next to the ocean where viral development of tropical systems can happen. Basically, day 8 as outlook for June 1st. A line was forming over. There was a line forming over here that seemed to that new subtropical system, but there's a rapid big rotation over Galveston, and it was growing intensely, swallowing lots of thunderstorms in its way. As the line continued, it started to go into circular motion. The line started to shape like a circular motion, and by the time it was at Tupelo, Mississippi. It had, yeah, this is Mississippi, right? Yeah. It had always been mixed up, which made an extra layer of this new tropical system, which made it, which subtropical system, which made it tropical. Tuscaloosa and over Tuscaloosa National Airport, or just Tuscaloosa. There's a big storm. There was rapid rotation around this area. So around a newly developing struggling line. So now the storm risk was mostly over in the Midwestern, not the Texas. Mostly in the Southeastern and Midwestern now. It's mostly in the Midwestern. But the risk over here, what from Mississippi to Mississippi to Virginia was a little bit, not a lot. Right now we're looking at June 1st, SPC, where the storm mostly moves to the Midwest, going north at around 105 miles per hour. Yeah, so now it's saying Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, what's Ohio, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. And there's one tornado over here in Ohio on June 3rd. Only one though. So that's why the state didn't count. There are no tornadoes in Wisconsin or Minnesota, like there were in North Dakota. So the storm moves to the west as a rapid growth because of auto lines, including new and decaying, was joining together. But then all of a sudden, as it was going through Pennsylvania, all of them decayed it so quickly that the storm gone back to its usual position in less than 10 minutes. As it hammered the northeast. Meanwhile, down here, the largest tornado ever on record that happened on June 2nd got intention to rob people in the northeast. Because right now they're having the same amount of power as them. So they're worried that might happen to them. But of course, but they said that. But when the northeasterns like me said that it was the largest tornado ever, they said that's what F5, E5. They said nah, that wouldn't happen. But what? very close low end EF5 but it was a high end EF4. Right now, starring Geisha Jack Mania is chasing a developing rotation over what seems to be Pine Mount. Well, it was a Pine Mount, Allentown. The tornado touches down. Tornado team and another storm chaser is on chase. They caught Madison timeout. The tornado was going southwest rapidly and very quickly, which is unusual because tornadoes usually go over to the east and then southeast. They thought it hit Newark. Newark barely missed the bullet. But over here in Philadelphia, there would be a high enough reaction. For more specific, if I don't know how to say things today, but it went on a path like this. Just an inundated Brentwood. The tornado, right now we're in EF3 tornado, hits right towards Baltimore. But it barely misses. And barely misses the Baltimore and hits Baltimore with a concerning path. If you followed my mouse, that would be the path. So why was this so concerning? Because this path leaded to the capital of the United States, Washington. First, it has to hit a lot of towns before going there, including North Rural, South Rural, Beltsville, Greenbelt, Silver Spring, College Park, and a lot more, including the BW Parkway. As it hits Washington, bing. Washington gets high in EF4 damage. As it did go through directly downtown, it did go through a little bit of downtown. As it exited Washington, it goes on another concerning wrong path. Where is this wrong path? Well, I will show you. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. going to West Virginia. So it's kind of like, because its path was right now going through Virginia, and making a sharp northwest turn. It ends in Charleston, causing over $2 billion in damage. The second causiest in the history of and $2.9 billion in damage. That biggest tornado ever that lasted for 4 hours and 5 minutes, gone through 5 states and was 3.4 miles wide. Wow, that's whole. Wow. It was only because of its companions. Yeah. Did 3.1 billion in damage. And it ended up in Orlando, so yeah. Imagine what would happen if it went through more, more populated areas. It's only populated areas and through is Tuscaloosa, Montgomery, New Orleans. If I could see, not just a couple more, and risky that I can't tell. Atlanta and Jacksonville. Imagine if it gone through way more. Imagine if it done, because the tornado gone through mostly rural areas. I'm like, this outbreak had 11 E5s. One of them, a tornado just touched down north of New Orleans off the coast. As it goes north, it heads right into the city of Mobile. City of Mobile gets a direct hit. The Mobile, Alabama EF5. As it changes into a mile-wide water spout, and it goes through the water and turns into a regular tornado as it plows through Park City and quickly after. To cause $2.1 billion of damage. This outbreak really was a big one. I mean, come on, it was a super outbreak. It cost $116 billion in damage for the total outbreak. This is if you see my mouse, this is a companion satellite EF2. And here's a EF0 over crossing road. And here is an EF0 crossing over rural areas of Georgetown. Yeah, that's the whole path. I think that would be it for this video. Bye. Oh, and also look, if I didn't mention this at the beginning of the video, which I think I did, that right there is a extreme risk.